Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing tonight? You already know, hit that share button, follow on all platforms. If you are on YouTube, make sure you give me a thumbs up on the video so I'll know that you're here with me. Let's see. Hey, Bonita girl. I see you are with us tonight. We missed you last week. We shouted you out though. You already know. How's it going? What's new? It's Wednesday. I said I will not be before y'all long, and I know I always say that, and then I end up being for y'all long. But I don't think I'm gonna be here long today at all. Um, but shout outs to the new subscribers and the new followers. Hey Andre, how are you? What's going on with everybody tonight? It is Wednesday. School is on the way back. Some of y'all with y'all kiddos, y'all are on your way back to school. Shopping. Oh my goodness, it just seems like so much has just been going on around the world today. It's crazy, right? I think they said they had two young people that were like, "Is my nose ring? I thought I had my nose ring. My nose itch." I mean, it's just been chaos after chaos all online today. I don't know. Look, I stopped keeping up with the Nolan Wells case because I don't know what's real in it, what's not, what they're using with AI to talk about it and what's not. I don't know. Honey child, I cannot keep up. We're gonna just get into some stuff and just have some real conversations tonight, discussing several things. Let me put the call in line below in case you guys want to call in tonight. And then y'all can talk to me tonight. Cause I ain't got nothing for you. Let's see. Y'all know what's going on my little attention because I ain't got nothing for you. I do want to get into some good little questions tonight, though. Okay, we got the worst things. Look, I started rearranging the studio. Yes, as Andre has suggested. Okay, he said, "Hey, I want to see you." Come on, stuff is just not connecting today. What the frick? What the frick? Let you guys see the transition within the studio. I began taking some things down, as you can see. Oh, y'all can't see the other side. Just trying to get into it. Just want to have some conversations with a few little things and see how you guys feel about them. Make sure you're listening because I'm gonna just throw a few discussions out there, and the first one to bite is gonna be what we're talking about. Let's see. One is, does everybody need a platform? The other one is everything content now. Another one is, can you outgrow people without falling out? That one is one that make you go, I don't know. What about, also, are some friendships only held together because of history? You know, look at me. I'm out here. I'm asking y'all what's this conversation y'all want to have tonight? And I'm just like, hmm, let's see. I'm feeling like I think I know where I want to start at now. Um, do we give strangers more grace than the people that we love and that we know? And what is it? Why can't some people just say, I changed my mind? Okay. Oh, look, as soon as you bite, I'm going to catch it. Bam, here we go. Yes, you can outgrow them. Hi, Andre. All right. So, Andre said, yeah, you can outgrow people. So, you can outgrow people without falling out. You know what? That's always interesting because you definitely can outgrow people without falling out. But you do know the other side to that is somebody is going to be feeling away. Don't know which party, but someone is going to naturally feel away because it's like, oh, okay. I think that may be because too we always want like an explanation. Do you think we always want an explanation? Does some things need or require an explanation? These are just the little thoughts. Like, CJ said, I'm here, but I'm driving. Okay, be safe. Don't crashy crash now. Eyes on the road. Just turn me up in the speaker. And when in doubt and when you can't type, just go ahead and hit that Skype. Okay. Hit the link. Hit the link, and that way we can hear you for you guys. Um, but yeah, so just with things like that, yeah, I definitely think that you can outgrow people. I'm trying to think. You know what? That makes me think, have I outgrown people? Because I know some people have outgrown me. But this might sound a little what they gonna call it? A little I conceited. I got a reason. If I say I don't think people outgrew me. We always like to make us the exception to the rule. I don't feel like people outgrew me. I feel like um maybe like eons ago, like, but the one thing I said is some people still friends just because of the history. I feel like that you did, but I don't know. Can we define outgrowing, what it looks like when you outgrow people? Just simply because um I don't know. Look, that's making me do some self-reflecting. Okay, let's self-reflect live with you. Let's see. I believe that if you ask some people, they would probably say that they outgrew me. But then, yeah, I would have a question of like, well, what did you outgrow? Come on now. You got to, because you know what? And Andre, you know what I'm saying is because you have some people who will say they outgrew people or the friendship is no longer there without telling why the friendship is no longer there. So I don't know. I don't know, Andre. You picked the dang on topic tonight that I threw out here, and this one seems like a slippery slope. Just because I feel like who I am today, the person I've, become today, the woman who I'm growing into being, I don't see how you can outgrow the grower. Ooh, bars. Ooh, 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 ooh. How can you outgrow the grower? I don't feel like you can outgrow the grower because the grower is someone that is always working on bettering themselves. Clip that. But seriously, I do. It's like, what Nicki Minaj say? You cannot check the checkers. I don't feel like you can outgrow the grower. Like, how do you outgrow the grower if the grower is always growing? I know that. Send you the link. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with that. My link trying to act all funny today. Um, okay, I'll send you the link. Simply just because I want to look at that though. Um, is and answer me this: is outgrowing someone and growing apart the same one and the same? Huh? Because I feel like outgrowing someone is things that's going on, friendships, relationships, just not there. But growing apart is more like situational, like life is going on, you got things going on, I have things going on, and life is just moving naturally at a natural flow, and that's why the friendship or the relationship is not there. you know what do you think? Is it one and the same, CJ? Andre, you know how y'all do. Let me send you this, send you the link. Benita says, I've outgrown people and they've outgrown me. Okay, so I guess basically what you're trying to say, Benita, like, okay, girl, people outgrow you. Let's come on, let's get it together. But you know what? And with that too, um, I don't even really care if people outgrew me. That's the thing. It's like, girl, yes, I'm all for do what you need to do to make you better. I'm trying to find you so I can send you the link. Do whatever you need to do to make you better. And if you feel like that I'm holding you back, baby, I'm all for you going spread your wings like a butterfly. I'm all for the roof. Get out of here. Okay, got that moving. All right, I just sent the link. She says they are different. It depends on the person's situations. Yeah, I do. I think that they're totally different. Like I do have things and friendships and stuff where, life has definitely took a toll and we've gone our separate ways. But if we link back up, it's like no love lost, no time has passed and things like that. And then I do think that there are friendships who have lasted, maybe not mine or yours, but there are some relationships that friendships just last because of the time. Hey,
Hey,
Kate, how you doing?
I'm fine.
One thing you're gonna do is you're gonna catch it. I'm gonna throw a topic out there. You're gonna catch it, okay? I love that. And this is going today. What's going on? Ooh, I'm scratching my nose. Look like I'm digging up it.
I'm fine. I don't think that it's like necessarily that you just naturally outgrow people. I think just these different stages of your life causes different friendships to form as you progress through life.
Okay.
So say like you have your friends that you grew up with, like some of that may never change, some of those friends. Then, once we started, the workforce, you meet, you know, some coworkers that become good friends.
Okay.
And then you have people who decide to get married. So then they have a whole new group of friends that they didn't acquire through their spouse. So, it's like every step in life, you're not outgrowing people, but you decide to accept other people at that point in time. The friendships are, at that point, if it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So it sounds
Because
more like the people that you meet in different stages of your life.
Right, because you have some people like, once they get married, they mostly hang out with married couples. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see a lot of married couples always hanging out versus, when so and so was single, they was in a club. What I mean? They was in a club trying to trying to find a husband. So it don't necessarily like I said, outgrowing is just, as you going along with time.
As you're going along, okay. So as you're
Yeah.
going along with time, things change. Listen, don't get me wrong. Them people who only hang out with married people get on my nerves.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, you was amongst us singles at one point.
Well, and it's not even about it being like well, you're married or you feel away because the one thing I do know that is we live in a society that when you say you don't like something or something irritates you, people automatically equate that with being jealous. You know what I mean?
Right,
Or
right.
you feeling away, and it's like no, it ain't even that nobody's jealous. It's not even that people feel away. It's just that but when you going through something or you want something the non-married ones are the ones you call. You know what I
That
mean?
that that part. That
And it
that
and
part.
and, and I'd be like, but I also don't really care. I never really cared for people who always and some people adapt to whomever they're around at that moment with friends.
Yes, yes,
I know
yes.
some people and I've seen people where they like besties with whomever they meet at that given time. It's like no,
Right, right,
nobody has no significance. If you come in and y'all see each other every day, now this is the best friend. And then they leave tomorrow and then
right.
it's just all those things. I've always been real wish-washy. I look at people a little wish-washy that are just like take on the identity of whomever they hang around. A little weird.
True.
A little
For that
weird.
moment.
Yeah, for
And
that moment.
and I would say, like I said, I've been 50. I have
Okay.
friends that I mean I could say when I was 5 years old. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That still are still friends to this day. Because I value friendships and I take friendships seriously. That's not something
Okay.
that you just going to be my friend and I'm gonna take it lightly. Like no, 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 no. That no, that's not how that works. So I
Yeah,
value who I have around me. You know what I'm saying?
and because people don't like to acknowledge the fact that a friendship is a relationship. It's a form of a relationship.
Definitely.
And people don't like to
Very.
always nurture those. There's times when you have to have those uncomfortable conversations with your friends sometimes. And those are those conversations where it's like, it leaves it where it is. You say how you feel and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um, and I don't know. I think that ultimately, um, I think you can outgrow. I don't know. I think you may outgrow wherever somebody is. Like if you have friends and they're always in some drama and they always want to fight and carry on,
Oh, that yeah, then
you know what I
definitely.
mean? Then it's like, yeah, no, girl, every time you show up, you got some drama. So, you definitely can do that. I do think you can outgrow different stages and things of that of people. But I think that life too can cause you to go your separate ways
I
sometimes.
don't think you outgrow the person. You might have outgrown the situations that you might have interacted with that person. So, like, if me and you was always clubbing, and I'm like, I'm done with that. I'm not saying I'm done with our friendship. I'm just done with that aspect of us right there.
Yeah.
Not saying I will still pick up the phone and we talk and we can hang out, but that part of hanging out, I choose not to want to do anymore. And you may be still stuck in that scene when you want to be out every Friday. That's fine. I
Right.
pull back. That ain't me anymore, but we cool.
Right. Right. Yeah, that is true. That I don't know. I feel like I may always have like an outside bone. Because I am really like a homebody. But baby, let the coin be coining and it's something to do. I'm outside. And it necessarily is not a clubbing thing, but I like to
Right.
go to like museums and different things like that. But it's like, yeah, let's go outside, let's do something. I definitely think we should always stay active in some
Oh,
format.
definitely.
But yeah, I can't, certain things is like, I can't do that. I wouldn't even know what it looks like now to go to a club. I'm more of like a lounge type of person.
Yeah, because I can't do the crowds anymore.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
I mean, you be at 5 minutes, like, where he go at? He gone home. I
oh,
can't.
oh, you gonna leave right by.
Shit. They'll be like, wait, he gone home. He
So
said he
I have
home in the bed. It come with the time. Like, if, like I said, if the vibe is right, and like you said, you're at a lounge and everybody 40 and over and you're having a good time, but you
mhm.
somewhere in a riff raff great kick off. Deuce, I got to go. Y'all enjoy
I got to go
yourself.
with the church finger.
I'm gone.
Exit stage left. So that leads me to the other thing. Like, do you think are we losing? Have we now, as people, lost the ability to be bored?
Mm,
That's a good question. Have we lost the ability to be bored? What do you guys think?
what do you mean far as being bored? Like,
Like the ability, like we take the phones in the bathroom, the phones while we're eating, we scroll when we're watching TV, when we're with our friends, when we do everything, like the phones are constantly in our hands. Have we lost the ability just to sit and do nothing other than just what it is that we're doing?
yes.
Again, I said
I
that
think,
because
yes. Because when we talked about that time we said we go out and you was like, no, I gotta have my phone, I gotta have my phone. I'm like, but sometimes you gotta put the phone down and enjoy the moment. We don't enjoy the moment anymore. We go to concerts, we pull out our phone. So you're viewing, you instead of you enjoying the moment, you're trying to record the moment, and it's like live in the moment, enjoy what's in front of you.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because you're not going to take it all in if you're just busy. Like you said, in the phone, doing this, doing that. You lose yourself in
yeah.
the moment.
And that's the and I can say like okay, y'all know I loves Nicki Minaj, right? So here we are, and I remember her concert, and I like to, like me, I'm a record person because I like to be able to relive in the moment. So there is times, it's believe it or not, I know I put things on social media, but believe it or not, there's a lot that I have not put online. Okay. I be looking at my phone like, oh my God, because some things are just like little jokes and keys and memories for me and my friends. You know what I
Right.
mean? Where we send out to one another or I send to them. Everything is not posted. But I know when I went to that concert, I don't know when she was gonna ever retire, do a concert again, but I wanted to record it, and I recorded a lot of it, a lot of different moments of it. But then there were those moments where it was like I didn't record at all. I was just, like you said, living in the moment. I was more so super excited to be there with my nephew. You know what I mean? It was so many things to take in other than Nicki Minaj in the concert. You know what
Right.
I mean? So it's like capturing the memories and fun out with him and just having a full circle moment of how I don't even really like concerts. And I remember we was talking, like, if she ever go on tour, you gotta take me, like you gotta go with me. And being able to get to do that, you know what I mean, and get those seats for him, it was like it was a bigger moment than Nicki Minaj, you know.
Right. Right.
So and that even became, that's now a moment that we share together, that he'll send me or I'll send him from time to time. We'd be like, oh my God, we got to do this again, and things like that. So I think that sometimes that um we don't always like live in the moment, but I think you have to you be able to, set a difference, like know the difference and do a different tone with what you can keep versus what you let in. Like it's almost tricky because some people say, oh, the people who who don't like to put their relationships online, which you can do what you want, right? You don't have to let
Right.
Facebook say
Right.
that. But when they be like, I just want to keep it private, I want something to keep for myself. And it's like, well, you should be able to know what you can keep to yourself. You shouldn't have to put all those moments. But then sometimes I be feeling like some of them don't be wanting stuff to be shared because they know who the hell they with. If you get what I'm saying. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
definitely. Definitely.
So it's almost as if, because of what is being pushed out here today in the culture, that even if somebody is saying that they want to keep their partner private, there's always the other end, like, what you really hiding from?
Well, true.
You know.
It's all,
Um
yeah. It's always the
so
other side.
yeah, so it's like, are we now living in a day and age where we can no longer be bored, where everybody has a microphone, where everything is content,
and
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 I
it is because even like you said, when people like certain people who do share their relationship, and then when everything goes left, they feel now I gotta come back and share the breakup because y'all done seen, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
y'all done seen everything now, so y'all gonna start. Okay, where he go at? All of a sudden, we ain't posting, so and so anymore. What's going on? Because you
yeah,
done made that part of your whole life.
yeah.
That people looking like, okay, well, what's going on? Candace ain't posting the dog anymore. Did he run away? Like, because I'm just saying, they looking so much to see, and
Yeah,
people throw out so much all the time that
yeah.
some me, I think some people overshare.
Oh, you know
They
what? That was one of
overshare.
my questions tonight. Was do people overshare? Because sometimes because it can be too, where when you are so used to somebody doing something or you don't see it, it's like, is everything okay? But here's the other side to that too. And I was gonna make this a post. Maybe I'll make it a post in the morning. Stop measuring people by what they post and allowing what they post
Mm,
as the indicators for you to think that they're okay. Because
let the church
there are a
say
lot of
amen.
people who are going through things and they may post every day. You know what I mean? Or
Oh, definitely.
or the minute they don't post, you like you said, it's like, well, dang, is everything okay? What's going on? And you got their phone number and you can pick up the phone or you can send a text. Everybody that's posting and everybody that's online, some people want there just to keep from going crazy,
Thank you.
you know. So
And
I was like, you know what? I gotta make that post. I gotta post that. Benita said that's what's going to happen. Eventually, everything is going to be recorded. Hmm.
I mean, for me, like I said, my life could be in total shambles, and I'm going to post a joke up on there, and they be like, "What do you find so funny?"
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
over there crying and boo. I can't do that. I've always
Yeah.
learned that I can't sit in my mess. If I
Hmm.
can't find a way to get out of it, I'm not going to sit and dwell in it. Every day, I'm not going to sit and post that the dog died and I can't move past the dog. No, 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 no. The dog is gone, and guess what? We love the dog, and we got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
I've never been want to be complacent into sorrow. Like you just can't. It will
Yeah.
consume you. It will definitely consume you, and you'll find yourself always in that dark place that you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I always say too. I believe that it's good to know what you look like when you're broken. A lot of people don't know what they look like when they're broken because they won't even sit and be broken but for so long. Whether we're trying to sex it away, drink it away, drug it away, party it away, eat it away, any of the ways, we don't like to sit and just deal with what's going on because sometimes things can be heavy and it can be a lot and you don't even know what to do. But it's like don't assume, oh, yeah, Andre is perfectly fine. He posted 25 things a day, he sent 15 reels. Sometimes maybe I'm sending them 15 reels because I'm over here. That could also to be an indicator like, hey, I'm not okay. Like I just think that we have to pay more attention. And I don't know about anybody else, but I know for me, like when I see people that may have like passed away or something or unalive themselves online and I see posts about it, I usually do go to their pages and see, what were there any signs there? You know what I mean?
Right, right,
It could be even random people who I don't know. Um, I do it all the time where somebody will be saying, man, when is this going to stop? Or the day is not a good day for me, blah, 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 blah. I leave a comment.
mm-hmm,
I don't know what the comment I may leave at that moment, but whatever I'm feeling like that moment. Because sometimes, when you say, oh, it'll be okay, that doesn't always work. Just
right,
like that you see those memes that be like, you go to see your grandmother, tell your grandmother what you going through, and she tell about just pray about it. And you like, grandma, shut the F up. you know sometimes those words don't always do the right thing. Yes, they are good to say. Yes, that's what you should say, but sometimes it may not be there. Sometimes it may be you having to share like, listen, I'm having a rough time too, hanging there. I be wanting to give up,
right.
some,
Yeah, but
some of those things. I
if
think
but
we
if you see somebody that's always posting the good side of life and they not showing you their broken part, then it's like you're taking it from what they keep that they like you said they're okay,
yeah, yeah,
and they really not, but they not gonna let that part. They ain't be vulnerable enough to say, "Look, I'm in shambles over here,
yeah,
and I just want to make sure that I'm not alone." You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And the thing is too, like with online and social media, it allow you to touch people. It like touch people who you don't even know. As far as, listen, if you feel like your family or somebody not talking to you, or you don't hear nobody talk to you, shoot, you can go. Some people go and they can make a post about it, and get. I'm sorry, I got something in my tooth, and get a million people to talk to them. So I don't know. I think that yes, it seems like we no longer can be bored. Yes, it seems like everything's being recorded, like Benita said, or social media is taking over. But I don't know. I know they found a way because we always have our phones in our hands. And that's what I'm telling y'all, like with where I am now, I can't have my phone for at least 8 hours out of the day. The phone is no longer in my hand. Just the initial shock of, wait a minute, what you mean? It's almost like somebody stripping your rights away, right? But I have times where I'm able to do it, but what it does do, I was telling one of my friends, it makes my time on my phone more intentional.
Right.
When I pick it up, and I know exactly what I want to do. If I want to, it now can sometimes be like a woo side for me before, where I didn't really look at social media like a relief because I always had something to do. But not having my phone for at least like 8 hours or so a day, it definitely gave me a different, perspective on it. And I was like, huh. So I kind of, it makes you have to work. It makes you focus, pay attention to what you're doing. And it
Mm-hmm.
also gives you time to think. And sometimes, we don't like to be alone with our thoughts. That's just call it what it is. Um, but since I have to do it, look at me. I'm always down for a challenge. I challenge you guys to try to see how many hours you could go without your phone. Like without your phone. It definitely takes some getting used to, but if you necessarily like have to do it and you really try, it really isn't that bad. It's only bad when I have absolutely nothing to do. Because I'm like, yo, I could be using my phone to work on something else. I could be using the phone to do other things. So a lot of the times I think that we do. We should try that. Just disconnecting. You get to be
Yeah,
disconnected from the
yeah,
world. You know what I mean? And for those people, like how Truman used to say, oh, everything is pushed. These are the things that we see. But if you stay off your phone for a couple hours a day and you aren't scrolling and actively looking, you also are giving your time and your feed time to refresh and and give you more things. You know what I mean? So look, I ain't talking too much tonight. How was your week?
it's good.
That's good. I
Coming
told you
along, coming along.
you said what?
It's coming along, coming along.
Listen, okay. I'm like, I told y'all I wasn't gonna be here tonight. I am tired. I am just in this space of what is it called? I don't even know what the space is. The in between. The in between. The doing what you have to do because you have to do it, but tired of doing what you have to do because you have to do it while being pulled in another direction to do something else that'll make you thrive. But then you had to jump all the way off the deep end. Do anybody, you know what I mean? Do you feel me?
I don't.
You don't. Look, at
So
least you keep it
look,
real, child.
look, I've been home for 2 years straight. I don't know what it feels like to have to do a damn thing. Yeah, people
See?
they call me, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you do know that I don't go to work. So yeah, let me see. I'm looking at TV, looking at the wall, like, yeah, that
What you
part
be
of my
saying? You
life
be
is
like,
gone.
I can't relate to y'all going to work struggle. Do you miss it? Do you want to
I
do it? Maybe you have.
I
Maybe
wish
you have another
I
outlook.
can't. I really can't because the condition I'm in, I really, really can't.
Uh-huh.
Like, so that's why I really did have to stop. I do miss that day and day with the adults, even with the kids. Like, they were crazy as hell and they plucked my nerves. But I
Uh-huh.
missed that interaction every day because you knew
Okay.
that every day was going to be some crazy stuff popping off. So you
Yeah.
already knew once you got there, something crazy going to happen. That
Okay.
part I do miss.
So you do miss that. Look, Andre said, I can't relate to y'all.
But then when I'm landing here to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I be like, I don't miss a damn thing. I don't miss getting up.
You know what? That is funny. That's like my sister. My sister was like, she was like, I don't miss going in on nobody's clock.
Until you look at the bank account and be like, I don't see no check coming this week.
Right. Okay, that part. Listen, that part.
Then you be
That's
like,
how it be.
yeah, yeah, something ain't yeah. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. And everything happened for a reason. So
Yes. Congratulations to you. And yeah, we all strive to be like Andre, okay? But yeah, I'm super excited because I know it's getting back where it is. It's like, oh my goodness, when you be having
right.
when you be having goals and you got things that you have to do, it's like, all right, let's do this. But things have been doing it. I've been working with a client, and that has been really fun and things like that, keeping me going. But I have been getting pulled in like 40 different directions, and I can't tell y'all the last time I had I can. My anniversary celebration. That is the last time I had a weekend to myself. I am on everybody's schedule and things like that. People need me or want me to do something, signing me up for stuff. And I'm just like, oh. So I'll probably be able to have back having my own weekends the week after next. But yeah, well, thank you for calling in tonight. I told you all I'm tired. I ain't got nothing for y'all today. Okay. But you know what? They say show up. Show
True.
up. So I showed up. Okay. And I'm itching. What is going on? You know, you got to show up. Now, if I felt like this at 100%, then that would be a problem. But I had to show up for you guys tonight. Because I already had the announcement, but Nita had already announced that I have some things I need to work on actually. So I want to get that type of stuff done tonight. You know, anything else you want to say before we go, Andre? Look, this is a quick 40 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, you say
In,
yes.
in and out. What did it say? In and out. In and out. Mm.
Yeah, in and out. I'm just I'm still adjusting to the schedule and things. And I am like super exhausted. I'm just tired because I already don't sleep. And now it's like, okay, now I'm in the position where I have to sleep. And now I'm not getting enough sleep because I don't sleep. So I have to work on things like I said, 8 hours a day. My phone's not in my hand. So anytime that my phone is in my hand, I'm trying to work on something, get out of something, do something. Listen, okay? And I'm like, I
Play
told
catch up for the last 8 hours.
exactly. And like I told Draco today, because he was in here, and y'all know how he get when I come on here. He'll sit in here and want to do all his stupid stuff and mess with me. I told him the day before I came on, when he started, I said, not today. You're not being here today, picking with me today. I'm not gonna be long today. If that's what your goal is, you're gonna get put right in the cage. He left right on out.
Thing.
even the dog catching the vibe.
Understood.
Huh?
I said even the dog understood.
Yeah, he did. So that's what I like. I have some things I need to really do, like play catch up and stuff on. So, but yeah, I don't have much. Maybe hopefully next week we'll come back with some things. I did see some things that I wanted to talk about, but I have to process it because it's so sad.
Go, God. So you said we got to process it. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, huh?
I said you said you got to process it first. Goodness.
Yeah, because it's just craziness going on. I think two young teenagers lost their lives in Essex a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, it's just craziness. The governor in one of those states signed where it's no longer you can't say mom and father anymore. It's parentage and something. I mean, all of these different things that have just gotten signed and passed. It's just foolishness.
That's all it is.
I'm like, yeah, I gotta process all of this and then come back because now you can't say mom or dad or it's just like what is going on.
Right.
I do see where somebody I did think this was interesting though. I don't know who she is, but some bill got passed where you can have an abortion all the way up to birth or something like that. The lady signed the bill. I don't know if it was AI or not. That's what I'm saying. It's so much.
I reckon
But
that's not an abortion. I mean,
at this point,
I mean,
okay.
technically, I mean, if you had given birth, then you didn't give birth. You can give it up for adoption. I mean, but
Okay.
you're not going to take the live baby and take it into like make it make sense. So
Exactly. But the part that I found to be interesting, right? Let me see if I saved that. The part that I found to be interesting was that all the women that were right there while she was signing that bill were white, right? And it made me think about y'all know how a true man that is, child. When she's saying, "Oh, you know how it is when it's like, um, a lot of the stuff and laws and bills that they're trying to get paid." Yep, I found it. The Massachusetts governor Maria Haley signs the bill for abortions up to birth, and it made me think about. It says, y'all are uneducated. This is for women who have babies that are deceased and are forced to carry them to full term. This is also for women
that's
who.
still that's not even medically. You can't even do that. That's number one. Like, let's be
Yeah.
technical. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like,
let's
it
read
got
what
to
they
be.
say. And this is why I said, that's why I said we got to process, because I feel like they do a lot of stuff for clickbait. So it says, has signed a new law expanding access to abortion care later in pregnancy. The measures remove the state's previous requirements that abortions at 24 weeks or later fit into specific medical categories, instead allowing physicians to rely on their professional medical judgment when treating a patient. The bill passed the House 119 to 33 before clearing the Senate and being sent to Haley's desk. Supporters say the change gives doctors more flexibility in complicated pregnancies. Okay, while opponents argue it goes too far by loosening restrictions on abortions later in pregnancy. The legislation does not simply say healthy pregnancies can be terminated up until birth for any reason, despite how some critical cases have been described online. Yeah, so this looks like this is something that we're going to have to look into. Look into. So, but it's funny because a lot of these women on this post around it is white, and it just made me think about Handy Mandy because she talks about how, that's her little lane. How a lot of them are no longer wanting the families and wanting marriage and wanting children. That they are starting to chase their careers. They are fearing being the minority, and all of that.
Well, yeah.
Do you want the choices or not? Look, say somebody they in the comments about you can't make anybody happy. Do y'all want the choice or not? So it's just like I gotta go and process all of this foolishness that's been going around. But I'm glad it was nice talking to you guys tonight. Draco has surfaced. I guess he said, "Girl, you had 45 minutes." But thank you for joining me tonight, Andre. And hopefully next week, you guys, I have more to discuss, and I'm not as tired. We're gonna pray I have more energy and get things done.
Yeah.
Oh, and share. Look, share. Subscribe to the channel, share the shows. I posted some recent content and things like that. Make sure you guys share it. Oh, she said, "Damn, I'm all late, just leaving football practice." Gary, yes, today is not all these hours. I'm usually here for an hour or two. I am tired trying to adjust to my new life. I'm trying to adjust. I ain't got time.
She working 9 to 5.
Okay, getting it together, and I'm and it really honestly, I know I said I have these things that I need to do last week, but I'm trying to come up with a strategy so I can quit. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. Okay. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. Trying to sit with the man upstairs and really just be like, what we doing? What we doing? Last year you was my best friend. This year it feel like you don't even know the kid. But no. Yeah, so that's just what I want to do. I'm tired, trying to get things out the way. Y'all see I'm trying to pet him to keep him calm so he won't start acting up. But I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you guys for giving me your time tonight. This was just, I guess what we're gonna call this a little check-in, a little do-wop.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little check-in. But we'll be here next week.
All right.
2 hours, 5 hours, locked and loaded. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Bye-bye.